Come on and bite. Chrome on the stand, ready to fight.
Well, hello there in YouTube land, and welcome back to the channel. And we are at Mancuso BMW here in Houston, Texas, southeast something. And we're about to hop on this big old scooter.
There comes a time in every motorcyclist's life when the knees begin to ache, the lower back starts sending angry letters to the brain, and the idea of folding yourself over the fuel tank of a screaming crotch rocket stops short of amazing. This is usually the moment you surrender to the inevitable, you start wearing moccasins, Dockers with polo shorts, and start feeling like your dad's boring accountant. It's the time you march into a BMW dealership like it's a good idea. And you remember there's a bike you've always fancied, a bike that made all European cops look cool in the movies, the BMW RT models. But there's a problem with the new 2026 BMW R 1300 RT, a slight visual problem. It is hideous. It could very well be the ugliest bike in the world.
Why am I calling it a scooter? Because, well, as you can see right here, this is a BMW R 1300 RT. There's no clutch. It has an automated system that BMW calls BAM. And what that does is that it turns your bike into an automatic, so you can put it in drive mode just like your car, and you can also just have like a Triptonic electronic manual transmission. So we're gonna try it out, and I'm a little bit nervous. I have ridden one without a clutch. That was my friend's NT1100, which is gonna compare it to this thing, but I didn't like that one. But he's telling me that he's gonna set it up for me so that it's better, and we're gonna give it another shot. But it's not about the Honda, it's about the BMW. Now check it out. Do you like the way this one looks, or do you like the way the old one looked better? I like the old one better, but this one I'm beginning to like. Oh, it does feel a little bit top heavy when you remove it from the kickstand. I definitely want. It's not gonna turn on. Oh, you have to move the key. Move the key, wake it up, and then now it's turning on. You have to put grab the brake lever. Maybe you can also do it with this brake lever. Otherwise, it won't turn on. Well, it's not turning on. Oh, you have to push it the other way, dumbass. Anyway, so it's in neutral now. And then this is where you engage first, I believe. Shift to a gear.
Gear first. There you go.
All right.
So now you're in one manual. So you're going to do the shifting. Now you're in drive, and it
all right, well,
tells you what gear you're in.
All right, thank you. So I'm gonna
press and hold real quick, just to know. Boom,
and then that's neutral. All right.
Brake him into first.
All right, I like this boxer engine better than the last. Oh, sorry. All right, let's go. Thank you. All right. It's a weird feeling of not having any clutch. Oh my God, that's terrible. Okay, so first thing you're gonna notice is that when it changes from first to second, it does feel very weird. And also when it changes from second to third, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Historically, BMW's famous Boxer engine had a tendency of shaking from side to side and delivered power in a smooth, pedestrian sort of way. Not anymore. BMW has punched the engine out to 1,300 cubic centimeters, stuffed the gearbox inside the engine housing, and squeezed out 145 horsepower and 110 pound-feet of torque. If you leave the bike in its standard touring settings, it is a giant scooter. It rides down the motorway at 80 miles per hour in supreme comfort, and you can barely feel the engine. But if you tap the screen, engage Dynamic Pro mode, and open the throttle, it grabs you by the scruff of the neck and absolutely hurls you forward. It is not American V-twin rumble and grunt. It is A giant scooter with a lot of punch. If you're into that sort of thing.
I don't know. It's just some getting used to, I guess. It's one of those things. It's gonna be different. I do feel the need for a clutch, but there's no clutch, so just get used to it. Now the brakes are also linked, so that's a lot of things that you have to learn when you're getting a bike like this. All right, let's put it in neutral so we can rev it a little bit so you can feel that engine, because this is the first time I've ridden an engine, a boxer engine from any manufacturer that I don't hate, because it doesn't, I mean, it does move, it gives you a little bit of character, but it feels very smooth, not like the old school. Even the GS, the 1300 from this year that I just rode, make sure you check out that video, didn't feel as smooth as this thing. I don't know what it is, but that feels good. All right, enough of this, what's it called? Enough of this automatic transmission. Let's put it, oh, no, that was not it. No, you put it in gear, and then now it's in manual. Okay, well, let's try it in manual mode, because I like to be in control of my own shifting.
The biggest news from Bavaria is the new ASA, Automated Shift Assistant. Because you don't have a clutch, and because it has a fully automatic mode, this 620-pound Bavarian missile is essentially the world's fastest, most aggressive twist and go. If you've ridden Honda's DCT system, you'll know it uses 2 clutches and delivers an immediate pulse of power the millisecond you twist the throttle, which makes slow speed maneuvering a terrifying game of throttle and brake roulette. BMW's ASA is infinitely cleverer. It actually slips the clutch for you, mimicking exactly what a human hand would do. When you are crawling through a car park, it is buttery smooth. But there is a catch. The ASA has 2 modes, manual and drive. In manual, you simply tap the foot lever to shift up or down, and the bike executes perfectly smooth, clutchless shifts. It's glorious. But if you put it in fully automatic drive mode while navigating city traffic, it behaves like a panicked learner driver. You'll be leaning into a 15 miles per hour corner, and suddenly the computer will decide to shift into 3rd gear, cutting power and dropping the bike further into the lean. It is momentarily terrifying. The solution? Keep it in manual and shift your giant scooter yourself.
And I love the guy on the front with his whole Honda tracksuit. Ooh. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna have to stop here. Okay. I have to move the mirror, make sure. Okay, it's a good thing we have another lead rider. Short lady, look at her. Oh, forgot that this thing, you have to put it in neutral if you want to rev it a little bit. I don't know, I'm used to finding the friction zone, and this is just a little bit weird. It's in dynamic mode. Let's change it to road so we can get used to it first, and then we'll change it. It's still in manual. Okay, this windscreen looks like nice enough, but it's a little bit different. The whole aesthetics in the front of this bike is different from the last generation, and I like the last generation a little bit better. But one of the things is this bike, I don't feel like such a massive nerd in the riding position, because they changed the ergonomics, and now I feel a little bit better about being on this bike and not feeling like a massive nerd.
On paper, this motorcycle weighs a rather portly 620 pounds. But out on the road, some sort of Bavarian witchcraft takes over, and it feels about 75 pounds lighter than its predecessor. A huge part of this is the new Telelever Evo front suspension. Traditional forks dive when you grab the brakes, upsetting the bike's balance. The Telelever system separates the steering from the damping. It tracks over terrible pothole-riddled tarmac with such absolute precision that you can't even feel the imperfections through the bars. Better still, BMW has added a dynamic chassis adaptation feature. When you drop below 12 miles per hour, the suspension automatically lowers the rear ride height by 1.2 inches, making it a doddle to get your feet flat on the ground. Go above 12 miles per hour, and it rises back up, steepening the geometry and turning this massive touring barge into a canyon-carving scalpel.
So, yeah. And the whole manual thing and automatic thing is like, well, it's going to be easy when you're commuting in a bike like this with all these bags and all these things. Have the infotainment system, all these buttons that I have no idea what they do. I mean, there are a lot of things about this bike that are going to be good. Oh, a lot better when you're using manual transmission. All right. Yeah. Man, this bike is a lot better than last year's. I hate the look of it, but it's turning me into a believer, man. I like this bike. You don't feel that boxer bothering you at all. And you feel so nimble and so easy. Now this is the type of bike that I was expecting the first time I rode an RT. I was not expecting to hate it, and I was expecting to love it, and this thing, believe you me, this is a good bike. Oh, that sucked. This idiot. All right. But if you want to do some hooligan shit on this bike, you can. It's not the nimblest in the world, but it does feel a lot better than the last generation. And now another thing, I just rode the R18. I do feel some buffeting on this thing, but not as bad as on that one. You can definitely do a lot more miles and be comfortable in the weather on this bike. Now I've hit the brakes, they're linked as well. Oh man, the suspension is so plush. Am I about to say this? Do I really not only like this bike with a whole automatic thing and a boxer engine? This bike is great. This fucking bike is awesome. I love this fucking bike, man. Maybe if it had a little bit more pep. That's the only thing that it's missing. I thought it was gonna have more pep. Oh, wait. I forgot. Oh my god. I hated that it has the link brakes. I forgot. Why do I have a warning? Tire pressure not at set point. Stop immediately. Check tire pressure. Where's the hazard thing?
It is not entirely perfect. For some reason, BMW downsized the front brake discs from the 320mm units on the old 1250 down to 310mm on this new 1300. The 4-piston radial calipers still work, but they lack the fierce, immediate stopping power of the outgoing model. And having the link brakes. You know I'm not a fan. And then there are the foot pegs. The rubber isolation sleeves rotate around the metal pegs when you push on them with your boots. It's like standing on a greased rolling pin, and it is endlessly annoying.
It was flashing that I had a flat, but I don't feel a flat, so.
Oh, so you have to shift.
No, it was flashing and it said that the tire pressure was wrong and
Okay.
but I don't feel anything.
It feels good. It might have been when we hit some of those bumps, it probably knocked the tire pressure sensor.
Okay.
So it probably just freaked itself out a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna back you up a little bit. Will you feel comfortable going that way?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. I don't need to put it in neutral.
Oh, and
Okay. Jesus Christ, now this is gonna be tough. Well, there we go. Come on, you pussies. Anyway, let's go back to this bike. This bike feels a lot better than I was expecting, and I don't know why this guy's riding this slow if he has that R12 cafe racer style thing. But anyway, if it was flashing telling me that I had a flat tire, but I think this is just a little bit of overkill on the way the BMW handles these things. It's telling you that the tire pressure is not set as perfect, right? And it's like flashing all over. Come on, man. I thought I had a flat tire. And it's like, I don't want to hit that overpass with a flat tire. But I didn't feel anything. It doesn't feel, but the suspension is so good. I hate the link brakes, but I'm getting used to them now. I'm only using the back brake because it engages the front as well. And believe me, as a commuter, I think you can't find a better bike, man. Now that they fixed the whole boxer engine thing being so annoying, this is the best commuter bike I've ever ridden in my life, because it's so comfortable. You're up right here with the cars. You don't feel as nerdy as the last one. It gives you have all these features for technology and safety. I mean, the whole thing about being automatic is gonna be so easy when you're in heavy traffic. So it's just getting used to. Oh, that's so weird. But when you're in heavy traffic and you wanna not, you don't, because yeah, this is, I like it. I like it a lot. I like this bike. I like the whole automatic thing. I like everything about it. What the hell, man? BMW, what have you done to me? I hate boxer engines. I don't want to like this bike, and I love it. I freaking love it. It's not sporty enough. That's the only thing. It's not sporty enough. Like K1600 style of, because this is too plush. Maybe you can change the suspension and make it sportier. But yeah, the engine also it's lacking a little bit of power. So which bike would I compare it to? I would compare it to the BMW. No, not to the BMW. This is the BMW, you dumbass. I would compare it to a Suzuki GSX-S 1000 GX. And that's the only bike I would rather have than this one on this category, because it's a lot more engaging and sportier. But what other bikes are there? But no other bikes are on this category that are big and more touring than sporty. You see, the GSX-S 1000 GX said it without any issue. It's more on the sporty side than on the touring side. This one is more on the touring side than on the sporty side. But for everyday commuting, you don't need a lot of sportiness, just a little bit. I think this dude is afraid of the cars. Anywho, I like the manual thing on the automatic that you don't have to. It's like a quick shifter, and it's a very nice quick shifter. So yeah, I was hoping that I would be able to test this thing a little bit more on the side of the tire, but no, this guy on the R12 is a newbie and he doesn't want to hit it. But I like this bike, and it's the seat is very plush. The whole thing about having the windscreen is going to help you with the wind not pushing you down, so you don't feel the wind hitting you. I mean the seat being very uncomfortable. But it's about the suspension. That's the whole thing. It is giving me a lot of wind buffeting too, so that's not good. I don't think I'm going to be able to listen to the stereo. Another thing that I do like is the riding position now. It's very easy to get up on the seat when there's a bump. I mean, get up on the foot pegs when there's a bump. Come on, man, what the hell are you doing? We're having fun here and you're destroying my fun. Anyway, well, it's a demo day. We're gonna expect to have guys who are not used to riding in traffic. Come on, come on. That's a beautiful bike. I like it. Unfortunately, we're not gonna have a chance to test ride that one. I don't think if you guys are hearing anything, because I'm getting a lot of buffeting. And I don't know how to move this thing. I don't even know if it has electronic adjustability. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of buffeting. That's not a good thing. So the only negative thing about this bike, other than the looks, because yeah, it doesn't look like the prettiest bike out there. I would much rather have the last year's synthetics. But yeah, this bike, BMW hit a home run with the updates on this thing. Oh, Jesus, man.
At the end of the day, the 2026 BMW R 1300 RT pulls off an impossible party trick. On a rainy Tuesday on the motorway, with the radar-guided active cruise control engaged, the ASA shifting gears for you, and your helmet swallowed whole by the expandable Vario saddlebags, it is the ultimate luxury mega scooter. But on a sunny Sunday morning on a twisting mountain road, it trades its AARP card for a set of dog tags and becomes a snarling sports bike. It is two utterly brilliant motorcycles occupying the same space. The base price is a semi-reasonable $22,645, but with the Alpine White package and the ASA, our test bike clocked in at $30,125. As they say in the paddock, bring more wallet. But for a machine that does absolutely everything this well, it just might be worth it.
It's funny that you start getting used to not having to use the front brake, but I don't want to get used to that too much because I'm going back on my bikes and we need to use the front brake in an emergency situation. Well, I was not a fan of the automatic transmissions, so I want to have the ability to use the clutch. But if you would give me a bike, I think Honda does that, and maybe Yamaha, that you do have a clutch and you do have all this automatic things. Because yeah, even though it's very good when you go down to first and you're riding like this, very, I don't know, maybe I'm speaking too soon. It does feel a little top heavy though, but I like it. It's a little bit clunky on when it's going down like 13-14 miles an hour that we're doing now. So that's when I usually feather the clutch. But it's not terrible. It's just also some getting used to. You know how to control your throttle, and it feels weird because it sounds like it's gonna stall, but it's not. It's not gonna stall because it's automatic. Even though it's in manual mode, it's an automatic manual mode. What an oxymoron, but that's what it is. So anybody who has this bike, who's bought it, let me know in the comments if you can actually listen to your audio while you're riding on the freeway. Because with all that buffeting, I don't think you're gonna be able to listen to anything. Even with the Cardo thing here, I think it was just a little bit too much. And that's why people buy aftermarket windscreens for these bikes. Nope. No, it's been good. Oh, keep forgetting that that it's not in neutral. I keep forgetting that I can't rev it because it's not in neutral.
Yeah, good.
Remote key not in range. Okay. But remote key is in range. It's right here. What are you talking about? Okay, well, it's one of those things that all these fancy electronics, you know they're going to give you trouble eventually. So buy a bike with a whole bunch of electronics. That's what you that's what you get. Let's put it in neutral again. But I like it, and all of these little option 719s are obviously going to be more expensive, but I always love them. All these machine parts, they're just nice. I still keep thinking, it's like, why don't they make a bike like this, just like this, but with the S1000 XR engine? A little bit more comfortable, a little bit less adventure-y style. When I was younger and I didn't ride, those were my favorite type of bikes, like the Kawasaki Concourse and the Yamaha FJR 1300, the Kawasaki Police back in the day, back in the 80s. That was a nice bike. I loved that one. But I don't know, this bike made me a believer. I like it. I like it a lot, and it is going on the list. First boxer engine bike that is going on the list. Alright guys, well that is it for today's video, guys. Remember, if you like it, to give it a thumbs up, subscribe and hit the bell button, and share it with all your friends. If you don't like the videos, well, share them with all your enemies. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Guys, what do you think? You think you like the way this thing looks? I never felt the tour pack. I didn't even mention it. I like it. I like this bike, the way it rides. It's just so comfortable and so easy. Going on the lift, guys.